Well, now I am going to discuss about map and set object. Well, using the map we can able to create an object, and we can do a lot of things using the map, and using the set we can able to append or we can able to add the properties when values to the map. And we have get and we have delete and we have size. We have a lot of things to do with the maps. What is a map? Well, map is a object holding key value pair. Means whenever you create any map, it is object which is created, and using the set value we can able to add properties and values to it. As using the map we can able to create an object and we can able to add properties and value. How to create an map successfully? First of all, you have to have a variable. With a variable name we have variable const, and we have variable name as a map1, and we are going to add a new syntax using the new map. Whenever we add a new map, a new map object is created. A new map object is created when we use map1 dot set a comma 1. This a is a property and 1 is a value. As we have discussed previously, whenever we create any object has a two things. One is a property and another one is a value. Here we are going to add the property and it is a value, and this is the key value pair which you are going to add into the map one. And well, we have created successfully an object with a property of a and value of 1, and this is how we create the map objects as well as the properties which are present inside. And next we are moving with the get and size of for a map. What is get and size for a map? First of all, using when we use get syntax, it is going to give us the properties and values present in it. Yes, using the get we can able to access the all the values which are present in a map. Here is an example. Here we have created a constant map1 equal to new map, and we have successfully created an object. And here we have used map1 dot set a comma 1, and here when we say map1 dot set a comma 1, we are going to push or we are going to add the values and properties into it. And we have successfully added the properties and value. Here we have added a comma 1, therefore we have added successfully added the property and value. When I say map dot get a, when we say map dot get of property, we are going to get the values, and this is how we go with the values. Means we are going to access the values of a map. And we have size. Whenever we are going to get use the size syntax, it is going to give us the total number of properties present in it, as we have successfully created properties and the values. And when I say call a specific object and say dot size, it is going to give us the total number of properties present in it. For this map dot set we have only single property and single value, therefore it is giving us 1. When I create a multiple values, it is going to give us a multiple value. And at last we have map dot delete. When I say map1 dot delete of specific property, it is going to delete the specific property as well as the value. When I delete a, it is going to delete 1 also, therefore it is going to delete the specific properties and values. And this is how we successfully created the map, and we have set the values, and we have created get, we have created size, and we have successfully deleted it. And this is all about the map. Well, now I am going to discuss about the maps. Well, maps are the object which has properties and values, and using the maps we can able to create the objects, means the object properties and values, and we can add them, we can append them, we can access them, we can find the size of that, we can do a lot of things with it. Let's discuss about it. First of all, we need to create a map using a new map. For example, here we have the code. This variable map1 equal to new map is a code through which we can able to create the new map. For example, here I am using a variable map1 equal to new map. Here this is the variable, this is the variable name, and this new is going to create a new map. Here we have the map object. And next I am going to use the map dot set. Whenever you use map dot set, it is going to create a new property and value which are going to be added into the map. Yes, when I say a comma 1, this a is a property and this 1 is a value. this property and value are going to be added into the map when I use dot set. And we have successfully added the properties and the values. Next, we are going to access them. To access them, we need to use dot get. Here, whenever we access them, we need to watch whether it is accessed or not. Therefore, I am using console.log. And we have map1.get. When I use map1.get and I mention the property name, you must and should have to mention the property name. When you mention the value name, it is not going to give the property. You have to mention the property name, which is going to give you the value. When I just say F5, as you can have a look at here, it is going to give us 1. Why it is giving 1? Because we have successfully created the map, and we have added the properties and value. Properties A and value is 1. When I just say map1.get A, means I am accessing the value using the property. It is going to give me the value. It is going to give me the 1. And this is how we are going to get the value. And next we have the size. Here we have created first map dot set, and next I am going to create second map dot set, in which I am going to create B, and I am going to create the value 2, and next I am using the map 1 dot set, and next I am going to create a C value comma 3. Well, we have successfully added 3 properties and value into the map. And when I just say the size, map dot size, it is going to give me the total size of it. For example, instead of the get, when I use size and I just save and I just reload the site, as you can have a look at here, we are going to get the 3 because we have added the 3 properties and values successfully into the map 1. And this is how we are going to get the size of a map. At last, we have the delete. Whenever I use delete, it is going to delete the specific elements. For example, here I am mentioning the delete. Here I am mentioning the delete. In the delete, I have to mention the properties. This is the first property, and this is the second property, and this is the third property, and they have respective values. When I just say map1 dot delete of A, and I just say F5, well, it has deleted successfully, therefore it is showing me true. Next I am using console.log, and I am saying map1.size. Map1.size. When I just say map1.size, it is going to give me 2. Why? Because we have successfully deleted this property and value set, and this is how we go with map, set, get, size, and delete in the map method, and this is all about it. Well, next I am going to discuss about the JavaScript classes. Why the classes are used? Well, classes are templates in the JavaScript which have a lot of objects and function built in. Yes, it has a lot of objects and function which are built in, and we can able to access any of the function just by calling the class name. Yes, that is the use of this class, and this is very useful for creating multiple functions and accessing it. This is how we create it. First of all, we have a class, and we have to give a class name, random name, what you want you have to give, and we have a constructor which is a built-in function, and here our code goes into. And we have the class car, and we have a constructor name, we have name and year. When I say this dot name equal to name, this dot year equal to year, and I successfully create means I just add name and year, it is going to add the name and year to this specific car. And this is how we go with the JavaScript classes. Well, now I am going to discuss about the classes. What are the classes? Classes are the templates in which we are going to add the objects and the functions, and we are able to access the outputs of them. Means we have a class. If you want to let's say we have created a class of circle, and I want the circumference as well as the area of that circle, then I will write 2 functions. First one is area, and second one is circumference. And when I just say this circle, I have a circle, I have radius 6, and I want the area and the circumference of the circle with the radius 6, it is going to give me both the outputs. And this is why the classes are very useful. In a single class we can able to add a lot of function and we can access them whenever we require that. First of all, here I am going to create a class so that I can show you. First of all, I am going to create a class name is circle, and next under the circle we have a constructor function. This is the function which is going to declare the radius, and under this radius we have this dot radius equal to radius. And why this dot? First of all, whenever we have created the circle and whenever we are accessing with a new radius, we are declaring a new variable. For example, here I am using variable radius equal to 6, means we have a circle with radius equal to 6, and we have another variable x which has which is with means we need the area of that circle, means we have to say new circle. When I say new circle, it is going to access this class. Have we ever gone through it? Yes, we have gone through it using new date. Using the new date method we have accessed this. Just like that, we are going to create our own object using the classes. And here we have class circle and we have accessed that using a new circle. And next I am using console dot log, under which we have x dot, I have to say the area, and I will just save it. And we have to write a function here. We have to write the area, and the area will take the argument radius, and we have to return a statement which has the value. Whenever we are finding the area, we know that the area of the circle is pi r square. To access the pi, we have math dot pi, and we have r square. I am using into sign, multiplication sign. Next I am using we have math dot pi. Next we have the radius. To access that radius, we have to mention this dot radius, and when I am using the square, we have a method into 2. When I say this, it is going to be a square, and this is how we are going to create a area function. Next we have the function of circumference. For that I use circum, and under which we have the radius, and we are going to write this return statement. I just copy it and I just paste it here, and we all know that the circumference of circle is 2 pi r. Therefore we have 2 here, we have pi here, and we have r here, and this is how we are going to access the area and circumference. When I just save it and I just add the F5, it is going to give me, wait a minute, sorry, I haven't added the radius here, means we need to add some input to it so that it will give us output. I haven't added the radius, therefore it is not showing it. Now it's showing it is 113. It's based on it is square units, and we have successfully found out the area. Now if we want to find the circumference, I just use circum here, and I just save and I just reload the site. As you can have a look at here, we are going to get the circumference here. And if you do not want this much decimals to be added, I just use 2 fixed dot 2 fixed. When I just use 2 fixed of 2 and I just save it and reload the site, it is going to give me 37.70. and this is how we are going to access the circumference, the area of the circle. What we have done, we have just created a class with the circle name, and we have the constructor function in which we have added the radius. What this radius is, this radius belongs to this x, means this x what we have created. When we use this, the statement this, it belongs to this x, means when I use this, it is going to be x, means it is going to be x dot radius equal to radius, means the radius which x has which is 6, it is going to be accessed here, and the same radius is accessed here, then it is accessed here. It is going to be 6. When I just use this dot radius, it is going to be x dot radius. X dot radius means it is 6, and 6 square is 36. 36 into pi, we are going to get 113, and we have circumference in which we have the pi, which means 3.142, and we have radius 6, and we have 2. 6 to the 12, and 12 3 point is it will become a 37.70. And this is how we are going to use the classes. Classes have functions and the object. We have discussed that these are all the functions, and we are able to access them using the new circle, and this is how we are able to successfully create a class, and this is all about it. Well, do subscribe our channel for regular updates. Thank you.